That's it, Denny. You'll make Ireland proud of the name Dublin, boy, if you keep using your left like that. Now, move around him more. Move around him and stay on your toes. Keep moving. Watch him, Denny. Watch him.
Let's go. Half the money, gentlemen, Dan. Half of everything you make. Bets and tickets.
Sheriff, you're a leech. Use the left, Denny. Jab and move. Jab and move.
Maybe, but get my cut.
Sheriff, you're not going to bleed Gentleman Dan for 1 red cent. That's it, Denny. That's it.
Then there'll be no prize fight in Glen City. It's illegal, you know.
Yeah, well, so I understand is blackmail. Watch him, Denny. Watch him.
I'll see you in that ox of a fight jail for holding this fight.
For this? A workout? Well, not charging any admission for this. That's it, boys.
Boys, take the 3 of them to the jail.
All right.
You're under arrest.
Oh, now, Sheriff. Sheriff, surely you're not going to...
I said you were under arrest.
Well, boys, you heard what the man said.
Go ahead, take him.
Mr. Muldoon, it looks like we just brought a lot of big trouble.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, Denny. I don't think our friend the sheriff is going to talk too much about this. But it does pose a big problem. Where now are we going to hold the fight? Well, you run along, get dressed. You wouldn't be going ashore.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I'm going to look for cargo.
Cargo? Let's get off here. There's no cargo in this town. You told me so last night.
I did?
Yeah.
Well, now, what would ever make me say a thing like that? Yeah. Well, I think I'll try to find some cargo anyway while you unload the boat. You know, I feel real lucky. You ever feel that way?
It's going to take more than luck to keep us in business.
Yeah, I guess you never do get lucky, do you? Well, I'll see you later.
Gray. Hey, Gray! Hey, you fellas, what are you doing loafing? Hop to it! Come on, hop to... How do you do, Miss Prentice? How do you do?
Good morning, Mr. Blake.
You have a nice trip?
Oh, I certainly did. And I hope I'll be able to go upriver with you if I finish my business in time.
Well, I'll sure be looking forward to that.
Oh, I wondered if you could tell me where I could find the Glen City Hotel.
Oh, sure. It's right down there at the other end of Main Street.
Thank you very much. Gentleman Dan Muldoon will present 2 pugilists.
Gentlemen, I assure you that the fight between Dennis Fogarty, the Dublin boy, and the gunner will take place. Despite what you might have heard from your seedy sheriff, who seems to burden your fair city. And as the undefeated retired champion of the entire river, I can say without fear of contradiction that the Dublin boy is a worthy successor to my crown. And that he'll make this so-called gunner wish with all his heart that he had brought along his cannon and kept his powder dry. Oh, thank you very much, gentlemen. And now, boys, up to the bar and have a drink on Gentleman Dan Muldoon. Not for you, my bucko.
But I'm thirsty.
Then try water. I understand it's not bad, and better than that, it's free. Because after my generosity, in about 10 minutes, we'll be flat broke. Now run along with you.
Well, I didn't know my reputation preceded me. Good evening, ladies. Yeah, very nice.
Young girls, just like I promised.
Well, Dan, Gentleman Dan.
Gray Holden!
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, am I glad to see you.
Yeah, is that your boy out there?
Yes, that's my boy.
Yeah, the big boy, isn't he?
Certainly is.
How's his footwork?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. He's like a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
And a kick like a Missouri mule in each fist. But come along, Gray, to the bar. Have a drink. It's on me.
On you?
Yeah.
Well, you always did
Excuse
serve
me,
the
gentlemen.
best. Excuse me, boys. Champagne.
Yeah, well, now, Gray, wait.
Make it the best vintage. Make it a bottle.
I didn't mean, Gray, that...
That's it. You know, Danny, it makes me happy. It makes me happy to see you so successful in buying drinks for the whole bar.
Could you lend me $100?
Well, Danny, I'd lend you $500 if I had it. Yeah, but right now I'm traveling light.
Yes, I know the feeling.
Cheers. Oh, here, hold this. Sarah.
Dan.
Sarah, darling. Well, what in the world are you doing here?
You know each other?
We do.
Listen to him claiming every girl he sees. Get the lady a glass. Dan's buying champagne.
Buying? He's broke.
Please, not so loud, Sarah. You gotta get out of here. This bar's for men only.
Oh, well, then I will wait in the lobby.
Now, don't let him bully you now. Stay here.
Don't pay any attention to him, darling. Go along.
Here.
And just where, may I ask, did you meet her?
Well, I met her on the boat in the Enterprise going upriver.
On the boat?
Yes, sir. I like her.
Oh, you do? Well, just unlike it. Happens that she's my girl.
Oh, Dan, you say that about all of them. You know, maybe I can make her change her mind.
Oh, you think so, huh? Well, we'll see about that.
Danny, the bill.
The bill. Oh, yes, of course, the bill. Yeah, well, my friend here, Captain Holden, he takes care of all my financial arrangements.
You better add this thing up correctly. You're about $10 too high, like the rest of your customers.
All right now, my girl, tell me honest. Why did you come?
To propose to you again.
Oh, Sarah, why do you do it?
Because I have a livery stable in Natchez that isn't doing too good and that needs the help of an able-bodied man. Oh, Dan, I love you, and you love me. I'm not sure why you're so reluctant to marry me, but I intend to follow you from now on. Or until you can tell me that you don't love me anymore.
And then, my darling, you know I never will do.
Why, Mr. Muldoon, you don't have a right to be kissing me in public.
No, well, I have half a right. And as you well know, there was no kiss.
Oh, Danny.
Well, as long as you're here, I suppose I'll have to find a place for you to stay. I'll go talk to Mrs. Baker.
Yeah, that's better.
Whoa. You gonna bet all that on a Dublin boy?
No, not quite.
Is this where the bets are made?
No, I wouldn't know. I bet you boys got the inside, huh?
Well, sure we have.
Yeah, who's gonna win?
It makes no difference. We got a system.
Oh?
See, we're going home with all the money.
Hey, good luck, kids.
Kids. Just wait till we pull it off.
There you are. Well, it looks like I'm lucky I caught you. Gray, I want you to meet the Slagle brothers. This is Porter and Gunner.
Well, hello,
This is
Porter.
Captain Holden,
Glad to know you,
gentlemen.
Gunner. Won't you sit down? Make
Thank
yourselves
you.
comfortable.
Thank you very
Right
much.
here. Pull up the chair, Gunner. Now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, oh, no, stick around here, Gray. I'd like you to hear this. It's a rare privilege for you fellows to meet Captain Holden.
Cut the blarney, Dan. Now, what's this business about Gunner meeting some clown called Dennis Fogarty? Who's he?
Well, he's just a pride of Dublin, that's who he is.
Well, Gunner's the pride of Vicksburg, and he don't fight no hobos.
I got a reputation, I have.
Yes, so have I. Excuse me.
Sit down.
Do we have to hold this conversation here?
There's nothing in the contract that says we gotta meet no hayshaker named Fogarty.
It calls for me to meet you and win your title of champion of the river.
Well, now, I hate to disagree with you boys, but the contract specifically calls for you to meet a worthy opponent.
It does? I ought to punch your teeth out.
Please, not when I'm about to have lunch.
You keep out of this.
Gladly.
Now, where's this fight gonna take place if there is one? The sheriff's throwed you out of town.
Well, now, that's just why I asked you boys to come here. I think I found the perfect spot where nobody will interfere. A riverboat.
Well, we fought on boats before. What's the boat?
What boat? Well, I think she's called the Enterprise.
She is.
It's Captain Holden's boat.
What? What are you talking about?
All right, we'll fight you. On one condition, that you put up a big enough bet that I can break you.
At your service.
Get up.
What's going on here? Now, wait a minute. What's happening
Well,
here?
it's a beautiful idea, don't you
What's
think?
a beautiful idea?
Well, the big fight, of course.
What big fight?
Well, the fight between Gunner and Dublin Boy.
Why?
We're going to hold it on your boat.
You are?
Yeah, well, just think of it, Gray. A beautiful fight taking place as we're floating down the river in the moonlight. Why, we'll have a whole cargo of fight lovers.
A whole cargo of fight lovers.
Well, you'll make a fortune. A fortune. We'll charge $20 for singles and $30 for couples.
Couples? You can have women at the prize fight?
Well, why not? You don't leave them home, do you? And now, let me see. Then there's the entrance money. We'll split that. A third to me and...
No.
Well, you could throw in the food and charge for the drinks. That's all yours.
Absolutely not.
You really mean that?
Absolutely. Of course, unless we split it down the middle, a 50-50.
A shame for you, Gray Holden. Here I am, your friend, flat on my back, and you're trying to run a dirty bargain. Good day to you, sir.
Good day.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.
No. No, no. We ain't running no gambling ship.
But this is a championship fight. We stand to make a tidy profit.
I said no. We're leaving for Natchez in the morning.
Oh? I didn't know you were against prize fighting.
Oh? Oh? I'm not. I'm a fine judge of fighting men. You know that.
Yeah.
Well, then take a look at Dennis Fogarty. He's an Irish beauty.
The Sliggles have already seen him work out, and they're willing to fight him.
Size and muscle. It's all right. Where's his wallop?
I'll have him show you. All right, Denny. Show the gentleman your wallop.
What a wallop!
Oh, I gotta see this fight. Strip lively, ladies and gentlemen. For one, for all. Food, drink, music, and the finest exhibition of the manly art of self-defense. Have your money ready, please. $20 a ticket, $30 a couple. Thank you very much. All right, step right up, ladies. Thank you. Sarah, what are you doing here? You can't come on board.
Can't I? With all these pretty women around, somebody's got to be here to keep an eye on you.
Go on, Sarah. Please, girl, you... Here, wait a minute. Where's your money? Oh.
The gunner never pays.
People pay to see me. I am the show.
You know, Gunner, there's something about your face I don't like.
Dublin boy. $5 on $5 on Dublin boy. 100 on Dublin.
They haven't stopped since we left the dock.
Well, the way I figure it, between the tickets and the bets, it comes to about 10,000.
That betting agent made 3 trips to the captain's cabin.
Well, sure makes it nice on us, keeping it all in one spot like that. I think it's going to be easier than the bank job.
That's kind of crowd like to see using real money.
It's the best kind.
Yeah, speaking of which, you got a guard in my cabin?
I've got a man outside your door.
What you doing there?
I better check.
Yeah.
All right, Dennis, that's enough showing off. Now go take a little nap.
Hey,
But
Doc.
I ain't sleepy.
Can I buy you a drink?
Yeah. Nothing for the Dublin boy, but for me, champagne.
Champagne.
Naturally. And make it the best on board.
Naturally.
You, kind of like the Dublin boy, Miss Prentice? Not gentleman, Dan.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think you ought to know more about him.
Oh, I know all about him. Have you ever been in love, Captain Blake?
Have I ever? Have I ever been in love? Oh, you couldn't be on this old river as long as I have and not run into it,
Well, I am. And I've got a home and a livery stable waiting for Dan, and they're no good to me without him.
You know, Miss Prentice, I've always found out that a man will listen to another man before he will a woman. Now, I just might be able to help you out with him.
Well, not you, Captain Blake, but you've given me a good idea. I know somebody who can. Captain Holden!
Not Captain Holden, not him. Do you know his reputation?
Well, I came upriver with him, remember?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Captain Holden, may I speak with you for a minute?
Of course.
Oh, sure. Go right ahead. He's an old friend.
Well, not here because it's personal.
Oh, in my cabin, then?
Oh, that'll be fine.
Here in his cabin. Well, Sarah, don't you think that's a little too personal?
Oh, you wouldn't be interested in it, Dan. Excuse me.
Yeah. I wouldn't be interested. Well, I'm more personal than he is. His cabin.
St. Dan, I wanted to ask you...
Oh, Johnny, why don't you go get something to eat, huh?
I really don't know how to begin.
Well?
You must meet a lot of silly women in your work.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. But you're not one of them. Really, Sarah, I think you're a very lovely person.
Thank you.
Now then, what was this personal stuff you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, it's Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Uh-huh. You seem to have so much influence with him. I thought maybe you could help me make him give up this pugilistic business.
Pugilistic business.
Uh-huh.
Are you in love with this fellow?
Oh, yes. With all my heart. And all I want to do is take him home.
Oh, Sarah. Sarah, he has something very rare in you. And we'll see if we can't make him see it.
How?
Like this.
Like this?
Well, he takes you much too much for granted. Let's just see if we can't make him a little jealous, huh?
Oh, like this.
Yeah, like this.
Gray?
It's Dan. He'll kill you.
Oh, come on now. I can talk anybody out of anything. Come on now.
Gray, what are you... Oh! Gray Holden, you double-cross your own mother.
No, Daddy, you're not married, George!
Sarah, I'm ashamed of you. Kissing a Gray Holden, being up here alone with a man like him.
I like him.
You like him? Mm-hmm. Well, you mad woman? Gray's the kind of a man that'll...
Maybe I am, but he did prove to me that I can be very attractive to another man.
Yes. Yes, and that's the way it should be, too.
Oh, Dan, if it's your eyes you're worried about, I'm willing to take the chance.
No, Sarah.
It isn't that serious. Not if you take care of yourself. The doctor said so. You just have to give up the price-fighting business and stop training your men. It's a punch, Dan. Just one that can hurt your eyes.
The answer is no, Sarah.
Dan Muldoon, you are impossible.
Well, how's business? Keep up all this sparring here. You're going to be so tired you won't be able to stand on your feet. You got to get some rest.
Oh, but Captain...
Come on up to my cabin. I'll tuck you in myself. Come on. Sorry, folks, but the bar's open.
Ladies and gentlemen, a little quiet, please. I'd like to make the announcement of a small wager between myself and gentleman Dan here. I'm betting $5,000 that Gunner whips his boy inside of 10 knockdowns.
And my faith is in the Dublin boy.
It's a bet then. They're all witnesses.
Dan can't cover that bet.
Huh?
He hasn't got a red cent to his name.
Don't you worry, I can't lose.
Yeah. Johnny, you go get some coffee. The Dublin boy's gonna rest in my room for a while here. Come on, lad, get yourself some rest. All right, stretch out, make yourself comfortable. You can use my bunk over there or Mr. Blake's cabin through there. Nobody's gonna disturb you.
Ah, and with me in here, the money will be twice as safe, huh?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm counting on. Sweet dreams. Easy on the woodwork.
Well, what do you know? What do you know? No guard on the outside.
Well, then maybe he's in the cabin.
Don't get so nervous. All I want to do is take a look at that safe so I'll know how much powder to use. I don't want to make any more noise than I have to. Well. But keep an eye on the door there. Did somebody knock? Help! Help! What do you know?
Captain Holden here.
Gray, I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Pilot house, Captain. Call for help just came from your cabin.
My cabin? Right. Your boy's up topside.
Denny, boy, speak to me.
How is he, Dan?
Oh, he's knocked out.
Knocked out? Oh,
Denny.
boy.
Denny, look at me.
Come on.
Denny, come on. That's the boy, open your eyes.
What happened? What happened?
I'm not sure. There was this fella come in here, and I grabbed him and yelled.
Did you see his face?
Yes. I mean, no.
No.
I saw him over by the safe, his back.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Sort of.
Sort of what?
He was a little man.
Little man.
I hit him, and he hit me, right here. And then I don't remember anything.
Well, somebody came in and hit him with a club. Isn't that what happened, lad? Let me see. Let me see where it hit you. Now, where does it hurt?
Right here.
You mean right there?
Right here.
Well, let's see now, right? That's what I was afraid of.
Oh, may the saints preserve us. He's got a glass jaw.
You can't send him into the ring.
No, I couldn't do that. The gunner would kill him.
You can't call the fight off.
And that only leaves one solution.
What's that?
I'll take on the gunner myself.
95. $2,695. Gotta get this up to the captain's safe.
The porter said that the gunner could whip both of them with one hand. I threw them both overboard. That was my first fight. I was 16.
You know, that set him off on the road to success. First thing you know, he's going to be champion in the river.
You betcha I am. I should have been champion long ago if it wasn't for somebody whose name we just won't mention.
It's all right with me if you can talk him into it.
All right, Arthur, I'll let you know.
And when we was up in the Yukon, there's this fellow with... Well, look who's here.
Gunner, how would you like another crack at Gentleman Dan in the ring?
Huh? What are you trying to pull, Dan?
Oh, nothing at all. Only you see, well, the Dublin boy, you know, he's sick and he can't fight. So I thought,
You hear that, Porter? That's what I want. That's what I want! Our beds still stand?
Of course.
Good. I like thinking about what Gunner will do to you in the ring.
Yeah.
All right, Arthur, go ahead. I made myself a deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you all come down? Gather round. I have an important announcement. There's been a replacement. Gunner Slagle will box with Dan Muldoon.
Dan, you can't. You mustn't.
I can and I will, Sarah. I've got to.
No.
You come along with me.
Change your bets, everybody. I'm giving 9-5 on Gunner Slagle.
Dan, you've no right to do this. You know what the doctor said.
Oh, Sarah, don't worry. I'm not going to get hurt.
Oh, of course. You won't marry me because you're afraid of maybe leaving me with a blind husband, but you'll go in that ring again and risk your eyesight.
It's because I love you.
Now, how do you figure that?
Oh, darling, a man can't ask the woman he loves to marry him empty-handed. But this fight now, there's plenty of money in it. And after I've taken Gunner Slagle, I'll come along home with you.
Isn't this just like a man? You make a promise and break my heart in one breath.
Oh, but I'm not going to lose. And you've got to keep your promise not to tell about my eyes.
Oh, Danny, please give up this fight. I beg of you, please.
Oh, Dan, I gotta talk to you.
Yes?
I can't get any bets on you, Dan. They all think you're a has-been.
Oh, they do? Well, I'll take care of that after. Now, don't you worry.
Dan, if you fight, then I'll know you don't care for me.
Oh, Sarah, you know I'll always care for you. Now, you stay here.
Joshua.
Hey, sir.
Joshua, is there any word about the thieves?
No, Amanda's seen anything suspicious.
Man, you better place another man in my cabin.
It's already been done.
You know, a woman as lovely as you are shouldn't be crying her eyes out. Not about any man.
But he's worth it to me, and I'm not going to give up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I felt that I owed you all a little explanation. As you know, I am replacing the Dublin boy in the fight with Gunner Slagle. I just wanted to let you all know that I've been in training and I'm in good shape. And as some of you know, I've met the Gunner before. Why don't you get him to tell you what happened in that one? But all I wanted to say was that you're going to get a good fight.
Yeah, champion of the river. But not for long. Oh, how I've waited for the chance to get you in the ring again, gentleman Dan. How I've waited.
Hey, we're gonna have a grudge fight.
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to fight me again.
Oh, why don't you go along, Gunner, and take a little nap? We're going to be in the ring in an hour.
I don't need no nap to whoop you. You won't last 10 knockdowns.
I just happen to have another $1,000 that says he's right.
Well, I'll just cover. Put me down for that.
I've been admiring your gal, gentleman Dan. She's really something. You want to include her in on the bet? How about it, honey? You ready for a real man?
Boys.
All right, boys, break it up. Break it up. Now, there'll be no fight right now. Now, the drinks are on the house, folks. Quiet, set them out.
Wait a minute. We're just taking a little walk. Wanted to see where all our money is.
Yeah, you know, between the tickets and the betting going on down there, well, me and my friend, we're clear out of money. We can't even buy any more drinks to join all them nice people.
Yeah, this lock's gonna be real easy to blow.
Come on up to my cabin out here and get changed.
Cabin. Well, that reminds me. I want to talk to you about Sarah.
Anything. We'll talk about anything. Just get upstairs.
All right, go and get in the next room. I'm ready to blow this thing.
Leave it alone, Captain.
No, don't mention it.
Only a couple of fresh kids try a thing like this.
Yeah, well, I see you still got a fine punch today.
Yeah. Joshua! Joshua! Now, what was it you wanted to see me about?
See you about... Oh, you keep away from Sarah.
Listen, Danny boy. You want Sarah, you got a couple of fights in your hands. One with Gunner for money, and one with me for her. Yeah. Yeah, Joshua. You get a couple of men up here, will you? Got a couple of candidates for the brig and a couple for sick bay.
Now, you listen...
And one for the money.
Well, there's the signal. Means I'd better get started. And I'd like to start on Gray Holden first.
It's my fault, all my fault.
Don't be silly, Denny. It's no man's fault if he's got a glass jaw.
Well, fighters, we pay our money to see a fight. We want to see a fight. We want to see a fight. We want to see a fight.
Yeah, listen to that crowd roar.
They're wanting blood, your blood.
I'll get ready. But somebody go find Gentleman Dan and pull him out of wherever he's hiding.
What's going on?
You better get Dan here. Then I will tear this ship apart.
No, you're right. I'll get him down here.
Hey, Craig.
Listen, if they do any damage to the Enterprise, you're going to pay for it out of your share. This is all your idea.
My new partner. Thanks, fella. Yeah, 50%. Good luck. Let's go. Well, did you talk to him?
What's the use now? I can't seem to make him see the foolishness of what he's doing.
Sarah. You wouldn't want to rob him of his self-respect with your love, now, would you?
Please, stop him. Don't let him do this. He'll be hurt. Badly, terribly.
Dan? Well, he's been fighting on the river for years.
His eyes.
What about his eyes?
His eyes.
What about his eyes?
The doctor said one punch could make him blind.
What?
And then he'd never come back to me again. He'd run and hide like a wounded animal.
Oh. I'll see what I can do about it, of course.
Help me to keep him out of that ring.
Come on, Joshua. Stay close to me. Now, listen to me, Danny. I want you to stop the fight.
Now, just listen to him, Dan.
Yeah, there's nothing to listen to, Sarah. I'm going to fight the Gunner, and that's all there is to it. You know, maybe Gray is the man for you after all.
That isn't for you to decide.
Oh, I can see it, Sarah. It's a better future for you. He'd fight for you, he said so.
He said that?
Oh, he's half in love with you, Sarah, and he's everything that I'm not. Now, come on, Sarah, get away.
No, Dan, no.
Wait a minute. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, you got it right, mind, Daddy, but you're ready to quit with it, but you're
tying me up. Gray, I've got a bet. Who's going to fight the gunner?
I am.
You?
Oh, no, Gray, no.
It's the only way, Sarah.
Oh, you mad man. She's warped your mind. Well, the gunner will cut you to pieces.
Probably, but I'd rather lose a fight than see you lose your eyesight. You stay here. Come on, Joshua.
Gray, you come back here. Turn me loose.
We should have put a gag on him.
That sounds like Mr. Muldoon.
It is, but he's not in pain.
He isn't?
No. No, it's for his own good.
It is.
Will you believe me, don't you, boy? You have faith in me, don't you?
Aye.
Good. Now, you go down, get your fighting pants, and meet me in the cargo deck. Come on, hurry up, boy, hurry up. On the double!
So help me, Captain. Gunner will murder you.
Probably.
But I like you better alive.
Just a minute, boys. I want to talk to you two.
We'll see you at ringside.
No, Gentleman Dan can't fight you, Gunner.
Hey, what is this?
He can't. He's got bad eyes.
Bad eyes. He's scared of me. I told
Shut
you so.
up, Gunner. You say Dan's been injured?
That's right. One good blow to the head and he could be blind for the rest of his life. The doctor said so.
Well, then, who fights me then?
I do.
You? You couldn't whoop a fly.
Just a minute. The Gunner don't fight no amateurs. Why, it'd look like a setup.
Amateurs, huh?
Captain, here they are. Here are your fighting boys.
Oh, thank you, Dennis, my lad. Thank you very much. Say, you boys have seen this young lad fight, haven't you?
Yeah, and I'll admit he looked pretty good.
Not an amateur, is he?
No amateur.
You think I could knock him down?
No, not you.
What would you do if I hit you, Dennis?
Well, now, I'd probably hit you right back.
Like this, huh?
That was a frame-up.
You've never seen such a terrible blow.
He's out cold. I've seen enough people knocked out in my time to know.
Well, the Gunner fights me, or I tell the crowd that he's yellow. Joshua, you go up and tell Mr. Gordon about the fight so that people can change their bets.
Same time, I'll bring the medicine chest.
Yeah. Take care of the Dublin boy, will you?
Hey, just a doggone minute now.
Get in there.
This fight will be fought by Johnny Dalton's London prize ring rules. It's good for over 100 years now. The fighters will start facing each other across the square. Return to it every time there's a knockdown. Timekeeper. This is an official half-minute glass. 30 equal seconds. It's for timing the knockdowns with boiling eggs. After each knockdown, the fighters have 30 seconds to return to the square. The man who can't get up and back to the square in 30 seconds is the beaten man. All right? To the square. Show your hands.
Oh?
Good.
All right.
All right, clear the ring.
Oh, yeah.
On your marks. Stand up and fight.
Killed him! Oh, no, he lit on his head.
I just sat in the fight. Hey, he's getting up. Carry his head off.
Who'll take 100 to 1 on Slagle?
Oh, Sarah. Sarah, me darling, set me free.
No. It's my love that keeps you there.
Me? Huh. I saw you kissing the captain, remember?
That was to make you think twice.
Oh, Sarah. Sarah, what will you do to me next? Sarah? Oh, pardon me. Dennis. Dennis, how's he going?
Going? The gunner's going to kill him.
Kill him. Well, tell him to jab. Tell him to jab and move.
Oh, the poor captain. There he goes again. Jab and move. Jab and move.
Jab and move, huh? I think they're telling him to jab.
Don't you start thinking. Get in there and fight.
Time. Fighters to the square.
Throw in a towel. I don't have a towel.
Suppose I do.
Yes?
Will you promise to marry me today and come home?
Oh, Sarah, let's not go through that again. There's a man down in the salon dying for me. It didn't work. Well, then tell him to bob and weave. Bob and weave. And the gunner's all right hand. Tell him to stay away from it.
How's that?
Bob and weave and stay away from the right hand.
Oh.
I just keep knocking him down. He keeps on getting up again.
Keep on praying, Carney.
Captain,
Dan says for you to bob and weave.
Bob and weave.
Bob and weave. Why don't you try hitting him a little harder?
That's a good idea.
Go on. Yeah. Come on.
Give him a Garrigan! That's it, boy!
Am I asking so much, Danny?
No, all right. All right, I'll marry you and go home with you today.
And?
And run the livery stable.
And promise never to fight again?
All right, Sarah. I promise never to fight again. Now cut me free, darling. He's still on his feet. Yeah, now and then. I
see what you mean.
Gray! Gray, man. Gray. Oh, you're looking fine, boy. You're looking fine. Gray, listen. I fought the gunner 3 times. He can't take it in the stomach. Go in, friend.
You gotta finish him this time. No better shape than you're in. You couldn't stay with a punching bag this long.
Point me toward him.
Hey, off you
Come on, boy. Sit it.
Who'll take 300 to 1? Hold on, watch his right. Gray! To the stomach, Gray! Gray! Like this! Oh, what a pity, what a pity. That's it, boy, that's it. Stay in true, Skinner! Stay in true! Now, Gray, now! Get him in the car!
Oh, you're doing great. Now, if you'll only stay down.
Oh, Mr. Blake, I'm afraid you bet on the wrong man. I'm going to need that money.
The winner and new champion of the... Captain Gray, hope!
Well, I should have known. Captain Holden always lands on his feet.
So, the power vested in me as the captain of this boat, I now pronounce you man and wife.
There's your money, Dan, and I hope I never see you again. Or you either.
Gray, you know half of this is yours. I heard how you guaranteed my bet.
No, thanks, Dan. No, like the man said, I hope I never see you again. You're in big trouble. If I ever catch you on board my boat again, I'll have you shot. But right now, I think I'd better kiss the bride.
Oh, certainly, certainly. Gray?
Oh, she's a lovely girl, isn't she?
Yes, she certainly is a Gray.